Hello Bison Nation, it's time to talk Bison Wrestling. We had a big tournament last weekend in Las Vegas. It's the Cliff Keen. It's one of the biggest events in NCAA wrestling, and the Bison were there, and it was a fun event. Joining me is head coach Roger Kish. I'm Jeremy Jorgenson, and coach, let's just talk about the Cliff Keen. It's a big event. You had some of the best guys out there, and your guys battled them. Give us a summary of the event.
Yeah, so it's a premier event. This tournament has been getting more and more challenging every year, so it's really a great competition for our guys and a measuring stick ultimately to figure out where we're at and where we need to be. And really proud of the effort that we gave this past weekend. Guys competed hard. They showed that they have the tools to go out there and compete with the best guys in the country. So we're really happy with the effort that they came away with. And all in all, it was a tough event, but we learned a lot, and gives us a lot to come back here and put on paper and get to work here in the room.
Some of the highlights at 57, Franek really battled the number 2 kid in the nation from Iowa State, Carr. Maybe that's a match to highlight first off here, because Franek's been battling some of the top guys all year long.
Yeah, and if you're a guy like Franek, who's had the type of schedule that he's had with the level of opponents that he's competed with, it's challenging and exciting on the same token here. So he understands the level of guys that he's competed with. He knows who the best guys in the country are. He's wrestled them, and I want to say he's wrestled probably 3 or 4 of the top 6 or 7 guys in the country already. Learning what he needs to do, the level of intensity, some of the technical adjustments that he needs to make, and some things that he's got to approach his matches a little differently in his mindset will ultimately help him succeed or continue to move forward. So as big of a challenge as it was for him, I don't think he quite sees it that way. He certainly sees the level of competition as a great thing, and at the end of the day, he's wrestled the best guys in the country already, and we haven't even got to the second half of the season. So we're really excited for him.
Yep, one of the weight classes that was fun to watch was 65, because that's Andrew Fogarty. He did very well. Isaiah White from Nebraska won that weight class. There's some really good wrestlers in that weight class, and Fogarty for the second time gets 5th. He got 5th in 2017 as well, so he likes this event, and he performed well again.
Yeah, and Andrew's, he's been a staple of our program. He's a leader and a captain, and the one thing you can rely on Andrew for is his consistency on the wrestling mats, and he proved that again here this past week and wrestled extremely well. Again, some technical things that it was kind of nice to see that we can come back and adjust for Andrew, and some things I think he learned about himself a little bit in that tournament setting. Ultimately understanding that he's got to approach a tournament like Cliff Keen very similar as he would the Big 12s or the NCAA tournament if he ultimately wants to be where he wants to be in the sport.
How about some of the younger guys that were there, like a Brandon Metz? What do they learn from the Cliff Keen, where you have some battles? Metz had a couple of 3-2 decisions, but it's a bracketed format, very similar to the postseason, that they can really simulate some things and learn from.
Yeah, and Brandon's done a great job. He's a young man, and in every match he learns a little bit about himself, and he learns a little bit more on how to compete, and this was a great stepping stone for him. But at the end of the day, we're winning some close matches and we're losing close matches. So helping him find a little bit more of that consistency in his wrestling will go a long way. And these tournaments are a great stepping stone for him, and allowing him to understand that there's another level of wrestling out there that he's got to get to, and that really goes a long way in his confidence and belief system, and a lot of things that he's going to continue to improve on. So something we're really excited for Brandon, and it's going to be a long season, and that's something that he's looking forward to. He wants that long season.
Yep. Now you move into a little bit of a holiday break here, and some academic things for the guys with finals, some self things that you guys can work on here in the wrestling room to get better as you prepare for the new year. So how do you handle this time of year?
Yeah, so this is kind of a unique time for us, is we haven't quite had this break here in years past. So we usually find these breaks sometime after that holiday or New Year, where we have a week or two. But right now it's kind of happening a little bit earlier in our schedule. So something we're kind of excited about, and it's really going to give us an opportunity to kind of let the guys heal up a little bit. We got a couple injuries out there that are lingering, nothing serious, but just helping guys get back to 100%. And ultimately they have some opportunities to focus on some academics this time of year where we got finals coming up here and ending their academic semesters in the right way. But from a wrestling standpoint, it's able to utilize the Cliff Keen is an opportunity to come back, analyze where we need to be. We had some guys compete over at the Dragon Open, 7 finalists, 5 champions at the Dragon Open. Very proud of these guys. So these old guys and young guys and starters and guys that are out there competing, everyone's really doing a great job. So a lot of things to come back, a lot of film to watch, and each individual has certain areas that we're going to focus on getting them better, whether it's in the starting group or it's the young guys that are working their way up there. So we'll spend a lot of time there.
It's been a lot of fun watching the first segment of the season here. Good luck to you and the guys here in the next few weeks with all the things you have to take care of. And the next event is in the new year. It's the Southern Scuffle in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So we'll check in with you there. And happy holidays to you and the guys, and happy holidays to you out there. We'll see you next time.